Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The give. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Rush right in his face. The sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Cornhuskers are flying down the field. To the back. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Might as well run him again. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Moves the pocket. It's Calandria. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Missouri wants to go fast. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
On his way from around the 50. Makes a move. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
See some running room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. He's changing the play. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Got it in the middle, it's Nelson. Bulldozes his way through. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And he's going to try to return this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Now here's Simmons. Throwing right. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Simmons. He tries to take the top off. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Give to the left, it's Hardy. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he can make things happen, too. It's so important now. You see this all the time in college football. Running back by committee. This team has a lot of talent. They are a loaded backfield, and it's good to see this backup now getting some run in this game.
Defense in press coverage. Going to the run, it's Hardy. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Max got it on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Turns it upfield. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. The Huskers are in the hurry-up. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, pressure's coming. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the back. Out wide right, it's Ives. At the 35, he's open. On a run to the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Second down to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!